Hi everybody, in this video I want to show you guys how to do the cloning project in Adobe Photoshop. So what we're going to do is, first thing to do is going to open up Photoshop. If you don't remember how to do that, you just go down here to your start button on your computer, and then you can go to your different files here. Under the A, you should see Adobe Photoshop. So go ahead and click on that and open this up. And then from here, what we're going to do, when we did the Girl on the Beam, we actually used the new file, but we're not going to do that this time. We're just going to open up the photos and then work on the photos as we open them. So we can go ahead and just click on open, and then we need to find our files. Now mine already popped up, but yours you're going to have to probably do a little searching for. So what you might have to look for is go down here to this PC, and then when you open up this PC, you're going to find under network location a file that has your name on it. So it should be your first and last name, and then storage facility in that. So that's where you're going to find your photos. Some of you may not have this in your files here. So for those of you that did not have that, I did send you a copy of the photos that you're going to do when you're editing in your email. So you can find those photos in your email. Alright, so let me go back to my photos and show you how I want you to open these. Okay, so I have my 4 photos here, similar to what you might have. I have picture 6, 7, 8, and 9. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on picture 6 and click open. And that should just open up like this in Photoshop. Alright, so now when we did the Girl on the Beam, remember we used remove background. We're not going to use that this time. What we're going to do is we're going to use a different tool. The one we're going to use is this one right here. It is called the cloning stamp. So we're going to go ahead and click on that cloning stamp, and then we're going to need that. We can go ahead and zoom in to our project here. If you hold the Alt key on your keyboard, it allows you to kind of scroll in and out. It allows you to zoom in. But what we're going to do is we need to mark an area around this wire, because what we want to do is get rid of this wire. The idea is this: we will have this little Lego guy, and he's throwing this axe at this target, and what we want him to make it look like is this axe is flying through the air. So we need to get rid of the wire. The wire is actually holding their axe up there. So we need to find a spot that is similar to what would be where the wire is. So you can see that the green area right here would be very similar to where the wire is. So I'm just going to mark this area. So how do I mark it? I hold the Alt key on my keyboard, and then I left click it with my mouse. And then when I come up here, I can then erase more or less that wire. Now there's different things you can do. Right now my size is pretty good. I have it set at about 81 pixels. That's what that is. And you can change that if you need to. If you want to make it bigger, if you want to make it smaller, you can do that there. It has kind of a fuzzy feeling to it. So you can adjust that like right here. Slide this bar back and forth, and that kind of gives you a little bit more of a sharper edge. Then you can go back onto the wire. So as I draw on top of that wire, it will erase that wire pretty nicely. So I'm going to go back and do a little bit more there, and then I'm going to go over here on this side and mark it again. So what I'll do is I'll just hold the Alt key in a different spot, like right here now, click it again, and then I can erase, and it's marking from that area. You can see where the plus is. Where the plus is what I'm copying. And I just kind of go around the axe like so, and then that one's done. It's that simple. All right, so then you just go ahead and go to File. At this time, instead of hitting Save or Save As, we're going to click Save a Copy. So click Save a Copy, and that should pop up as a JPEG. So we want to save it as a JPEG, but we do want it to say Pic 6 Copy. The reason being is I don't want to replace the original picture. I want it to basically have its own copy of it. So I'm going to go ahead and it's going to save right into that where my files are there. I'm going to click Save, click OK, and now that one is done. Okay, so then I can go ahead and click on File and click Open, and then do the next one. So now I'm going to do picture 7 or Pic 7. Click that, open it up, drag it in there, or pop it in there, and then again zoom in a little bit. I'll mark maybe this area right here, and we'll kind of draw around that little axe. you'll see that if I go on top of the axe, I'm actually drawing a second axe. I don't want that to happen. So I want to make sure that I mark a different area. Let me mark down here, come up here, and I can get rid of that axe then. Okay, so then I can go ahead and get rid of the rest of the wire. Just mark a different area. If you go to, if you start getting a piece that you really don't want, like for instance, if I was, I end up copying, too much of him or something, then it might not work. But it's that simple. That's it. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to, finish these up pretty quickly. You really want to try to get maybe rid of the shadow of the wire as well, so you can go ahead and do that as well. It might make it look a little bit better. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can. There is also another tool here, so see how this is kind of blurry. You can also go to the Band-Aid tool, which is this one here. It says Spot Healing Brush, and I can just brush over top of this. Oh, you know what? I need to make this bigger. I'm going to make my brush a lot bigger here. That's pretty good. I'm just going to brush over top of this area here, and let's watch what happens when I do that. And it almost makes that completely disappear. So if there's any pieces like that that look a little blurry or don't look exactly right, you can take that Band-Aid tool and see if that works to get rid of it. So then you can go ahead and hit the file, save a copy again, and then this will be picture 7 copy. And you just continue doing that until you get all 4 of them done. All right, so hopefully this helps you guys out, and you can get these projects done pretty easily. All right, thanks for watching.